And now we'll open up with questions for Coach Few. Right down here.
Hey, Coach. Davis Domestic, the Crimson. Congrats on the win. Everything about this game was dominant for you guys. Over 50% from the floor offensively. You hold McNeese to under 35% from the floor, 22% from three. We know y'all have a lot of weapons offensively, but how important is y'all's defensive identity, especially in March?
It's huge. It's huge. And, that's what we were talking about in every timeout and at halftime. That lead was built on, really controlling those guards and, trying our best to keep a shoemate off the glass. That was probably one of the challenges we didn't do a great job of meeting. And then lastly, up until the last 5 minutes or so, we got a little ratty. We took great care of the ball. I mean, they feed off turnovers and get out and run and score a lot of their points of transition. So I thought we did a really, really nice job of taking care of the ball against a really handsy, anticipatory type defense that does a good job of turning teams over.
Over here.
Mark, first half, I'm not sure they had a three, but the dribble drive, the penetration that I think you guys were worried about, why were you effective dealing with those guys?
We hit our coverages really, really well. The guys, I was after them all week, and even at shoot-around had to get after them to really echo our communication and be forceful about it. And then I thought we did a great job of vertically contesting. That's been kind of hit or miss all year, but, we told them and showed them stuff about that 2017 team that, made the national championship game. And they were great at vertically contesting and really protecting the rim. And I thought our guys bought in. Graham had some good ones. Dusty had some good ones. B. Huff had some good ones.
Back in the back there.
Mark, there was a moment in the game where they had the Oakland, Kentucky game on the Jumbotron, and I was curious your thoughts on that first. And it seemed like the crowd was reacting, and it looked like maybe you went to the scorers table to talk to them about it. Kind of what happened during that conversation.
I appreciate you saying talk to them about it. Let's go with that description because I just thought it was, I guess it's protocol, but we don't need that. It's the NCAA tournament. These kids are involved, and it's the biggest game of their lives. Those officials, it's a big moment for them. Everybody just needs to enjoy the game at hand. It doesn't need to be like the Few House where we're flipping channels every 15 seconds and not watching the show we're supposed to be watching. So, I really think that needs to change. It was impacting the game, and again, the McNeese people were there to watch McNeese. Gonzaga people were there to watch Gonzaga, and it's the NCAA tournament. If you can't get entertained, then get out and let's get somebody else in your seat. Plain and simple.
You're right here in the middle there.
Matthew Travis, KPLC. Coach, at the start you mentioned you beat a really, really good team. You've talked a little bit about it, but what was kind of the key for you guys coming into tonight?
Well, to your point, I think one of the biggest keys was they had our full attention. Full attention. Will's done a great job. They have just put it on people all year. And I think our guys really got that message and bought into that message. And that was a huge part of this, was just the respect we had for McNeese, the respect we had for Coach, and that helped us once, they're statistically, posted some awesome numbers this year, and we showed the guys that and showed what they were capable of doing, especially from three, and Wells when he gets to his right hand, and obviously Shoemate. So I think the respect that our guys had for them was as big a part of this as anything.
Right here in the middle back.
Coach, you mentioned that McNeese really likes to pressure and get up into you. How important is it to have, guys like Ryan and Nolan who have been here before and have dealt with pressure like that? How important is it?
It's huge. It's huge. Especially last year, we weren't operating really with a full-time pure point guard. So, Ryan had great control of that game all night. Did a great job handling everything. But also, they press and trap a lot in the post. So we ran a lot of stuff through Anton. And Anton's terrific at it. I don't know if there's a better guy in the country at, passing and solving things. And Anton brought the ball up the floor a lot. So, that's the luxury you have when you have, somebody with his skill set. You know, he can initiate offense, break presses, you know, invite a post double, and we can make plays and get threes out of it. And he was phenomenal tonight.
Down here in the corner.
Yeah, we saw Ben with his ankle taped and some ice on it. Do you know how that happened and what his status is right now?
He hurt it in the St. Mary's game, and it's been bothering him kind of all week. So, you know, we've been trying to give him time off and monitor it as best we can. So it's kind of gets aggravated every time we, you know, play a game or have a real hard practice.
Okay, right here in the middle.
Jim Gazzolo, American Press. Coach, you hit 6 of your first 7 threes when they were doubling down deep. How much do you think that changed what they were doing or take them out of their rhythm?
I mean, it's huge. As I told the staff, you know, once we got in the coach's locker room, like, man, when you make shots, look, everything looks good, you know, and to come out of the gates like that, you know, everybody was kind of on fire. And quite frankly, that hasn't always been the case for us this year, you know, so it's nice to see. And again, part of the game plan was we knew they were going to double and those guys were going to be open. And, you know, we always say hands and feet ready and let her rip, and that's what we did.
Okay, we'll check Zoom really quick. If there's anyone in the Zoom press conference portion of it that would like ask a question for Coach Few, please use the raise hand button and we'll get you on. Okay, seeing none, are there any other questions in the room for Coach? Okay, thank you, Coach. Congratulations. We'll see you Saturday.
You got it. Thanks.
Tomorrow.